Hi, this is Mad Dog Games, your fighting game sensei, and welcome back to the next episode for my step-by-step series. A series where we'll be breaking everything down by steps of our parts so I can make it super and simple for you guys to do. Now in today's video, we're going to be learning a combo for Baraka. I chose this combo because it's practical and does a pretty good amount of damage. But before we get started, I have to mention a couple of things. We have a lot of things to cover, so here's a format that we're going to be doing throughout the video. And if you're new to the channel and are looking for more videos like this for other characters, there is a link of the series down below. This is the 20th episode in the series. You also find other links to other series that will help you throughout your journey. Be sure to stick around until the end of the video because I'll be announcing the next character that I'll be working on. Finally, subscribe to the channel so that you can become the top dog in fighting games, because on this channel, we break down characters, go over strategies, and other common things players face when learning fighting games. With that being said, let us get started. To be able to perform this combo, you'll need a special move called Gutted, equipped. If you're new to Mortal Kombat 11 and don't know how to equip variations or attacks, you can customize your move list by following these steps that are now on the screen. Now with that, let us start off with round 1 by breaking our main combo down. The first thing I want you to do is main gold, which is 1-1-2. Next, for part 2, I want you to add Gutted, Amplify, which is back forward 4, Amplify. For part 3, I want you to dash into Big Leg, which is forward 4 and then 4. For part 4, now I want you to add Chop Chop Extended, which is down back 3 and then you can mash 3. Round 2, bonus tips and tricks. In this part of the video, we're now going to be covering common mistakes, alternative combos, and then end it with strategies when using this combo. Common mistake. Now the first mistake I can see beginners making when trying to do this combo is not dashing on time to connect the rest of this combo. There are 2 things you need to be aware of when doing this dash cancel. First is knowing when to start dashing. Second is knowing when to cancel the dash. So for the first one, you want to start pressing forward the moment your opponent just starts flipping in the air. Right here. You can visually see when I start executing the dash when my opponent gets this high and looks like this. For the second thing, you have to cancel your dash by executing your next attack as soon as you can, which is known as a dash cancel. In this instance, by pressing forward during your dash animation, you can connect certain combos together. It pretty much looks like you're doing one quick step when doing your combos. Otherwise, doing a complete dash first and then moving to your next attack will not allow you to connect a combo. This is how it will turn out if you do. If you still can't execute this combo, don't worry. You can use the alternative easier option that is coming up soon. Now another mistake I can see beginners making when trying to do this combo is relying on the same combo starter to do your damage. The thing is that this combo starter, although it leaves you safe on block at +1, it is risky to use because it starts at a high, which can get you whiff punish if your opponent ducks and does an uppercut. Another part that they can punish this move is the gap at the end. They can either flawless block this or use the gap to down poke you, which is another reason why you shouldn't rely on this move. So as Baraka, your game plan is to be at mid to close range and approach your opponent in many ways, by using grabbing, poking, zoning, setups, and other combo strings and pressure. That way it keeps your opponent on their toes. Alternative combos. In this section, I'm going to give you some easier or similar options to our main combo, as well as corner combos, wake up combos, universal combos, and other combos using specific variations. You know, a little bit of everything to get you ready. Now it's time to learn Baraka's corner combos. Now these are the combos I recommend using. Let us begin with Mangled. What is the strategy behind this move and how can I open opponents up? Well, first off, this move is best used at close range because it's +1 on block. It's safe and can be hit confirmed. Keep note that this move does space you out because of the pushback. So, to open opponents up, you have a few options. Because it's possible to punish Mangled, your next reliable option would be Spike Cross and Easy Kill, a shorter version that is safe on block at -2. But eliminates the pushback on block. This allows you to use that timing where normally the last hit would be to go in and throw your opponent, if they remain hesitating. Or Easy Kill into backdash and whiff punish your opponents trying to punish your Mangled attack. Or lastly, use Bloody Mess to pressure and whiff punish from a distance. But if you decide to equip Leg Kebab, then you could do forward 2-1 into Leg Kebab for a good setup for your mix-up as it hits low at the end. But now, as Baraka, you get access to good mix-ups and options. Cutting Loose is a viable mix-up attack because of the safe overhead at -6 on block. But if your opponent decides to block this, then you have this one that we just mentioned earlier to really punish your opponent. It is safe as well at -7 on block, making both options safe to use. You just lose access to Gutted, which is his best combo juggler, and his damage drops by a lot. So keep that in mind. The second combo strategy is about Baraka's Knee Lunge. Baraka's Knee Lunge is a basic attack that moves you forward that is safe on block at -2. This will be your best footy tool since you'll be using to open opponents up. You have a couple of choices once you throw this out. Use down 3 to be able to stagger for a throw if they are blocking. Or use the full version Doom Kicks to punish your opponent trying to counterpoke you. This is still safe at -7 on block. You should switch between Knee Lunge and Doom Kicks to throw your opponent off. If you manage to whiff punish your opponent with Doom Kicks, there is a Crushing Blow ready to go. I guarantee your opponent will be scared of this move in particular because of it. So go ahead and try to take advantage of your options here. The third combo strategy will be about Chop Chop. Baraka's Chop Chop special move is a unique attack that allows you to extend your attacks with a burst of multiple hits. Although it's -17 on block, it can be difficult to punish against certain matchups because of the potential change in duration of the move. You can stop earlier or later to mix the timing for your opponent not to punish it. However, don't constantly rely on this move because it's possible to punish this by backdashing and whiff punishing during the recovery. I would suggest using this move when the opponent is low in health to deal chip damage. Our last strategy will be covering Baraka's zoning. Baraka's Blade Spark special move is a pretty decent high projectile that is suitable for zoning people out from a distance. Amplifying it will throw 2 projectiles, and the second one will be a mid, making it even better to use. So when using these, it's best to mix these up from time to time at a distance to force the opponent to get close to you. This also can be used along with any strings to pressure or combo with if you want to create spacing between you and your opponent. Only if it turns out that you're struggling with your opponent's character that might be stronger and faster at close range, or the disadvantage of constant breakaways when doing your combos. Round 3. Finish them. In this section, we're going to learn the best way to finish your opponent off by using high damaging combos like Crushing Blows and Fatal Blow combos. Then we'll take a look at Baraka's pros and cons. Crushing Blow. Now remember that Crushing Blow can only be done once per match and you must fulfill a certain requirement for each of them. For example, the requirement to trigger this first Crushing Blow is by punishing or countering your opponent by uppercutting. The requirement to trigger the second Crushing Blow is if Doom Kicks counters or punishes your opponent. The requirement to trigger this third Crushing Blow is if Outworld Bash counters or punishes your opponent. The requirement to trigger this 4th Crushing Blow is if gutted combos into a combo of 9 or more hits. Fatal Blow. To be able to perform these Fatal Blow combos, your health must be at 30% or less than 30% health. Character overview. Now let's talk about the pros and cons, or strengths and weaknesses for playing Baraka. Now Baraka does have one of the highest damaging combos on the roster, which is good. Has great pressure options, good zoning, strong crushing blows, and easy level execution. Now for the cons for playing as Baraka. Now Baraka does have some flawless block gaps, and then slow movement. The next character that I'll be working on for this series is Jax. So here's how you can help me out with my next video. I want you to either tag me on Twitter with your clip, or go straight to the comments down below and tell me your best recommended Jax combo for beginners. Your combos could be included in my next video. I would also begin giving out tips and tricks for characters weeks early on Twitter, so follow me if you want to see more of your character. Twitter would now be a good place to get an early peek at my guides. Remember to subscribe to the channel so that you could become the top dog in fighting games, because on this channel we break down characters, go over strategies, and other common themes players face throughout their journey. This is Mad Dog Games, your fighting game sensei, signing off. I'll see you guys in your next training session.